Hey, what's up, my people? Hope and trust that all is good with you today. Good morning, good morning. Today's what? Tuesday? Tuesday, the 14th day of April, 2026, and the time right now is 9:44 a.m., 16 minutes before the 10 a.m. Oh, um, somebody sent me a short recording this morning of, I believe the gentleman is Emmanuel Peters. I think he's the UPP candidate in the, what's over there, rural South area. And apparently, one of his billboard was vandalized by a child. How old the person is, I really can't say. I'm just going from what I heard on the recording. And Mr. Emmanuel indicated that this is the second time that one of his billboards is being damaged or destroyed. Well, when I say destroyed, the canvas, the visual on it, at least on the one that he showed on the video that I saw this morning, that canvas was torn off, and of course it cost money to the candidate, and of course he's perturbed about it, and understandably so. I have not heard it happening on the other side. I haven't heard that nobody has vandalized any property for the Labour Party. If it happened, might have happened, but I have not heard it. But I felt it important to voice or to lend my voice to the cause that persons should cease and desist from this kind of stuff. I don't want to believe that the Labour Party in this case or the UPP, even though the case exists, would be advising people to do that. I don't want to believe that. Absence of proof, I'm not going to believe that. But some party supporters get overzealous, and not all party supporters are that sensible, if you know what I'm saying. And sometimes emotions get the better of people. I can remember as a youth, um, sometimes you see these posters up and you go and you draw glasses around the eye or put on a mustache or even sometimes they go the eyes or so. I remember doing them kind of things when we used to be liming around as children when you see this kind of thing. So um I would want to believe and I would want to hope that that's what it comes down to. And I would want to encourage those youths who are into that, to stop. As you get older, as I would have gotten older, you realize what it is. I have not heard the leadership of the respective parties, the major parties, put out any notice encouraging their supporters or advising their supporters or warning their supporters against these kind of acts so that the supporters then will understand. If they feel they're doing a favor to their party, they're not. You know what I mean? They're not. And I think that statements should be put out by both major parties in this regard, warning their supporters of these kind of acts. You know what I mean? Because again, as I said, it would have cost the gentleman monies. I think I heard him say on the video that thousands of dollars. I don't know what the cost of these things are, but it would have cost him money, and it's unfair, really, to have his thing destroyed and no compensation. Again, I'm encouraging the major parties to ask their supporters to cease and desist if they're into them kind of stuff, if they're doing them kind of stuff. And when these persons are caught, man, woman, or child, then the full weight of the law should be brought against them, and in the case of children, be brought against their parents if the law provides for that. You know what I mean? But let's not get down to that. Let's not get down to that. I assume that these canvases cost some good money because the board, the build, the structure is pretty big. So let us just go through the time and support the parties that you want to support. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But don't deface and destroy other people's properties. So again, I want to call on the Labour Party and the UPP leadership, both in video form and print form, to advise supporters not to get into that and if they are to cease and desist because they're not doing the respective parties no favor. They're actually doing them damage when they damage other people's property. So I just thought I'd lend my voice to that. Let me see what's going on today. I'm sure some kind of session will go on someplace. Let me just call a few friends, see what's happening, and let's see what the day brings forth. Be careful on your day today as you go about. People, bless up and keep good.